What's up everybody, it's Matt Karma, and in this video I'm going to be answering a question that I want to read out to you. So somebody sent me a DM on Instagram, and I'm not sure if she wants me to share her name, so I won't. But she said, Matt, I'm surrounded by negative people in my life. I live with them, but they're like family, and I love them all so dearly. I know what I need to do to grow as a person, and it's a no-brainer to separate myself from them, but I just can't find the strength to do it. Wondering if you could give me some help or some advice. If you are surrounded by people and they aren't aligned with where you're going, because here's the situation. Anytime that you become aware that the people you're hanging around isn't actually serving you, it's because you have an intention of where you want to get to. Maybe you want to move forward in your career, or maybe you just want to become a better person. Maybe you want to stop certain habits. Maybe you just want to grow as a person, and the people that you're surrounding yourself right now isn't aligned with where you want to go. So you have two options: to be a people pleaser, hang around them, and just make sure that you're supporting their needs, but as a result of that, you're giving up what you truly want. You're giving up of stepping into your power. You're giving up actually forming those habits you want to create. You're giving up moving forward in your career, starting that business because you're being a people pleaser. Or you could still love them, but love them from afar. Still connect with them, but connect with them every so often. Now, I don't know what the situation is with you. If you live with them, that's a totally different story. If you're living with them, then the best thing that I could tell you is just simple, is just move out. Now, it's very easy for you to understand that logically, but I'm gonna give you some ideas about how you can actually take action. Because here's the thing, we know so much about what to do. This is in all areas of our life. We know what we need to do in order for us to move forward in our health, in our career, in our emotional life. But we don't do it. And one of the biggest reasons is because it's not about consciously making a change, it's about the subconscious mind. What's actually happening there? So I want to bring to you your attention about if you're surrounded by people and you know they're not good for you, but you're not willing to let them go, it's because maybe you're holding on to them because there is some type of need that you're getting from being around them. And you actually getting rid of them is going to mean that you're going to miss out on the biggest need that we all have, which is the need to feel loved. Now, we can either get that from two different ways, through the external world, from people, from Instagram likes, from Facebook views on a video, from Facebook likes, from YouTube views. We can get that in the external world, love, or we can get it in the internal world. First, here's what I recommend. When you start to think of that, external love and internal love, you need to think about that first. You need to have that fire burning within yourself. If you think about when you first burn a fire, if you've ever had like a bonfire, right? You know that you need to get a big piece of wood, and then that wood is the foundation for it all. Then you light that wood on fire, and then it starts burning. Now, that's like internal love. Anything that you put on top of that is all just gonna maximize the flame. For you, the very best thing that you could do is actually detach yourself from getting that external love, and then that's gonna force you to go within. Now, this may not seem directly related to you stopping being with your friends, but it is so related because everything is this big web of connection. When you start to focus on your internal world through meditation, through sitting in silence, through just awareness, you notice that by you focusing on yourself, it actually changes everything around you. It affects your decisions because you know that you're actually just holding on to these people because you want to feel loved. And you're afraid that if you let these people go, then you're going to feel lonely. And if you're lonely, then you don't know what's going to happen. You might turn to food because you have this gap in your heart. And I just spat everywhere, right? But when you sit in silence, you notice that that is all an illusion. That you are love. You don't need to get love because that's what you are. Every single person in your life is either medicine or poison. Every single person. There is no in between. They're either medicine that's going to fuel your energy to get to where you want to get to, or they're poison. They're poison to your energy. Now, I don't see all my friends that way because I just love on all of them, but I know that I choose to surround myself with at least probably, on top of my mind, 3 to 4 people that I choose to be around. Now, other people, I know that they are amazing people, but they're poison to my energy. When I'm around them, I feel heavy. When I'm around them, my energy goes down. When I'm around them, I just don't like how I feel around them. So I still love them, but I don't choose to be around them all the time. I remember when I first launched my business when I was 17, when I was just getting into personal training. I was still hanging around with people from school. Now, they are amazing people. I still love every single one of them. But I knew that I wanted to step into my power. I wanted to start a business. I wanted to go into personal development. And they weren't doing that. They were drinking. They were gambling. And here's what you need to know. I started to notice that I was becoming like them because I surrounded myself with them. The standards that you have for yourself is largely based upon the standards of those around you. I'm going to say that again because that's really, really important. The standards that you have for yourself, you'll notice that it's largely based upon the standards of those around you. I remember because everybody else in my peer group was gambling, I remember coming home from work, going to the tab, that's what we call it in Australia, and just hitting the pokies, putting all of my pay on the pokies and then just letting it go away. And I started to notice like what is happening here? I don't even do this. But it's because I was hanging around people where when they turned 18, when I turned 18, they were starting to go and putting bets on. They were going to gamble. And I started to go into that just because I was surrounded around them. You need to really think about what you truly want and what you're willing to do to get there. Now, you're not using your friends to get there, but you need to create a peer group, a soul family. That these are the people that you surround yourself with to rejuvenate your energy and to support you on your journey. And anybody who isn't aligned with where I'm going or doesn't feel good in my body when I'm around them, I don't want to hang around them. Now, for a lot of people, that may go, "Ooh, I don't want to do that," because there's something within you that wants to please other people all the time. And I had to learn that the hard way, where even now I'm starting to notice that I'm getting so many messages. This last week, I got 9 messages from people who just wanted to pick my brain or wanted to have a coffee because they wanted to talk about what I'm doing or they wanted to get some advice. And that's amazing. And all the DMs and all the emails and people just wanting my time. Now, in the past, I would have answered every single email, I would have answered every single DM, I would have wanted to hang around every single person. But because I've stopped being a people pleaser and started to be selfish, I noticed that from me being selfish, it's actually me being selfless. Because as I think about myself, I'm able to serve other people. But if I'm thinking about how I can help this person, and hang around this person, and not let that person go because I want to please them, then I'm actually taking away my own energy, which doesn't allow me to serve and live my mission. It's the very best thing that you could do, to put it into some actionable items. To 1, love yourself. Now that's very ambiguous. How the fuck do you do that? 1, for me, sitting in silence. And I'm going to say this again, it's going to be a very, very big common theme over the next 90 days of these videos. Sitting in silence and meditating. As I start to do that, all addictions, because hanging around people, pleasing people, that isn't an addiction. You're wanting to be around them because you want their love, rather than getting it from the internal world. So that's number 1. Meditate. Number 2, you need to adopt being selfish. That's going to be a very big theme over the next few weeks for you. And realizing that being selfish is actually being selfless. Because by you thinking about yourself and where you want to get to, it's actually going to support other people in the now and also long term. Those are 2 steps that I want to give you. Just focus on that. And number 3, actually do it. Don't just think about this. Don't just hear it and don't actually do anything about it. But actually do it. Love them from afar. So go and do that. I gotta go take care of these dogs because they're crying outside. So go ahead, do that. Subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And until I see you in the next video, remember to love all living things. And most importantly, love thyself.